And Morgan Tankersley came in with a 1:48.19 this morning. And that's a good swim yards.
Yep. Everybody's kind of right there in the middle of the pool. Lanes 5 and 6, 5, 6, and 7 going out early. Skinner, Gambina, and Mathis.
Such a cat and mouse game really in the 200 free, but you can't mess around too much because the race is so short. You see Morgan there, she's going out last, but you know what? She's a 400 freestyler. She's going to run them down.
Skinner, Gambina is holding that 1-2 position over in lanes 5 and 6. And you go over in lane 3, which is Stout. 28.42 for Stout. Fastest so far going down with a 27.95 is Skinner over in lane 5.
And really, Skinner, Mathis, and Gambina.
5, 6, 7.
Right there.
Skinner, yes, right. But keep a close look at it. Let's see what happens over in lane 3. Stout was in the mix. Let's see what happens here at the halfway point. Skinner holding that first position. No, Joe, it's 5, 6, and 7. Skinner, Gambina, and Mathis.
And it's time to get going. We'll see some changes here. It looks like 2 and 3 are starting to pick it up a little bit, and that's Hill and Stout.
Yep,
and they're still pulling out there.
Gambina,
6 and 7.
Gambina and Mathis are trying to separate themselves from the field.
Both of them were 1:48.9 and 1:49 flat this morning.
And Skinner's trying to hold on as well, but right now it looks like it's Gambina and Mathis. Let's see what happens. Final 50 left to go. Gambina right now is holding on the lead. 1:31.42. Final 50 left to go. Mathis holding second. And third's going to be Hill over in lane 2.
And look at right there in the middle of the pool, Tankersley trying to pull him back. I think she gave him too much up front.
I think you're right. Right now it's going to be Gambina and Mathis battling it out. And I tell you, Mathis now is closing the gap stroke for stroke. Let's see what happens. They go underneath the flags. I think it's going to give Gambina first underneath the flags.
Oh,
and also no, Stout over in lane 3. Let's see what happens. And it's going to be no, correct, Hill. Hill's going to take it, 2:02.89. Gambina drops to second, 2:03.41. And rounding out third is going to be Tankersley, 2:04.02.
And she pulled it back a lot.
A lot. Again, the final 15 meters, Joe, it looks like.
But now as you move up the levels, it's harder and harder to pull them back.